I want to thank all of you for the opportunity of having me here and to talk about a little bit about my work experience and the industry and the structures of the warehouses and temp agencies. So I want to start by saying that I have been working in warehouses for the last 8 years in different warehouses, but in the one I work right now, I've been there for about 4 years. And everything starts here in LA, in the ports, where they receive thousands and thousands of containers, and these containers are distributed to the warehouses here in the Inland Empire. We receive these containers, we unload them, we process all the goods, we ship them to the stores. So all those boxes that she moves every day go through our hands first, to all my brothers and sisters who works in the warehouses. Now the problem is the working conditions that we work in. Those containers are 115 degrees when we unload them. And in the warehouse where we work, it's about 95 degrees. That is mentioning that we don't have water. If we have water, we have to walk like 5 minutes to get to the one little water station. And having the supervisors and managers behind us telling us you're taking too long to get a sip of water. And not having the proper training to work, and not having the proper equipment like safety glasses, gloves, masks, and the dust and the fumes. We don't know what we receive in the boxes. But when we open those containers that come from China, it's like a bomb. My head hurts. And when the temperature reaches above 115, I get dizzy. My eyes get red. My head hurts, and I feel like throwing up. And we have the managers behind us telling us you have to do this. And I seen a lot of people getting hurt in the warehouses because they don't have the proper training, because they have a lot of pressure, because they ask us for impossible things for production, unloading 3,000 cases per container, 2,000 cases. Some of them are 40, 50 pounds, and we ship those stores when they put everything on the shelf. And the problem is that besides working in extremely dangerous conditions, we don't have benefits. We work for a staffing agency, for the warehouse, for the company, who is a subcontractor for Walmart, and yet there's nobody taking responsibility for us. Because when we want to make somebody responsible, we're working for, she's talking, just going back a little bit, she's talking about how the temp workers are coming into Walmart. We already have that system. Walmart already took care of the warehouses. In every warehouse, we have staffing agencies, up to 3 in one building, where they're different agencies, but they use the same system. Or, they might be out there and they send you to the warehouses. So the thing is that we don't have benefits, we don't have medical insurance, we don't have vacations, holidays, nothing. And they paid us $8, and some of us don't even make $8 an hour because we work by piece rate. Oh my goodness. And so we work for the agency, for the company who's the subcontractor work for Walmart, but really who's responsible? No. To me, it's Walmart. Right. Because I seen Walmart managers who come on site into the warehouse and tell the warehouse, this is what I want you to do. And the warehouse, the company comes into the agency and say, hire 50 more people and bring them in. And if you have to let them go tomorrow, just get rid of them. And if you're not working hard enough, they get rid of you. There's a lot of competition, especially when you're new. There's people from all different parts of the world who are abused, intimidated, exploited, just like my sister here, who are being there 10 years working for a temp agency and still making $8.25 and no benefits. And when they fire you, they just bring somebody else in. And I just got tired, especially working in those bad, extremely dangerous conditions, and the fact that I don't have a secure job. I can be there today. We have to stand by the phone and wait for a phone call every day from these temp agencies. Waiting to see if we're working tomorrow, or just showing up to work and going back home, working a couple of hours a day, and risking our lives. Now, Walmart, like I mentioned before, they come into site and tell us what to do, but we don't work for them. They can easily wash their hands and say, you don't work for me. Go to your employer my employer is Tri-State, the staffing agency. The staffing agency is like, I don't have control of what's going on there. I only hire you to work here. If you don't like it, there's a door. And there's hundreds of us hurt because we can't afford to pay a doctor. And for me to go shopping at Walmart, so we're working for free because I move their goods, and I don't make enough. And I also want to talk about union. I wish I had a union. I wish I could be fighting for a union right now, because warehouse working, the work in the warehouses is the opposite of union. They don't want to hear about union. They're like, "Ugh, no union here." And when you start getting organized, it happens. What happens to me? I start getting organized with my coworkers around the issues of health and safety. And August 24th, I came out in a rally outside the warehouse and spoke about the working conditions and all the things that we're going through. And they fired me right on the spot. And I was using my lunch to speak. And because I hand out some flyers in my break in the lunchroom, so they let me go. But with the help of union members, community and workers, I was able to get my job. But if we don't have an organization or union members supporting us, we can't do it. I can be there willing to speak, but we don't have the power. If we're not unite, if we don't work together, we're not going to change things. And like I said, union is the opposite of working in a warehouse. Why? Because they make anti-union meetings when we're only getting organized around the health and safety right now. But I wish I had a union. I wish I had health insurance. I wish I had benefits, a contract, a secure job where I don't have to feel, intimidated or being like, oh, I'm here today, I might not be here tomorrow. Where, in a place where you work hard, where you're working inside a container, you come out with a shirt wet, because according to the managers, if your shirt is not wet, you're not working hard enough. And that's how it is. And I've been going through this for several years, and I'm just tired. And I feel sad and angry at the same time, of seeing my other coworkers going through the same thing. And because Walmart is very smart, the way they use the system to intimidate coworkers and to silence their voice, but I say enough. That's not possible. And on top of us, we come here and we're working like they're slaves, and on top of that, they want to go into our own countries and treat us the same way over there. Something's got to happen, and we need a change. And that's why I'm here today.
It's nice to have the future of the labor movement here, and you guys are. We all know